When growth looks like weed. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Cecilia. Today I am sharing another story time that's titled When Growth Looks Like Weed. So, I don't know, I'll ask the question, have you ever planted something and you just watering it and you're giving attention and all the love, but you just don't see what you're supposed to see. All you can see is weed. So um, several years ago, me and my friend have planted 10 seeds of pomegranate. And I was the one that was giving it water, nurturing it, like always, like giving it attention and check, how far is it, not to give it a lot of water, in. But I have to say, as we all know, as much as there's seed time, there surely have to be harvest time. And then my friend will come and she will say, like, this is just weed. And to be honest, I was seeing the same thing that she was seeing. But for me, it was like, no, something gotta give. No, it's not weed. But I can see this is weed. And I was just giving it water. Remember, it doesn't look like it's supposed to look. I don't know how to explain it. But to be honest, I'm not a green finger person that really plants and things and that really knows trees to save from the beginning that, you know what, let's get rid of this. But I have to say, as much as I wanted to throw all those things out in the beginning, I kept on giving it water. I kept on having that faith that, you know what, something gotta give. Something must come out of here. To be honest, in my heart of hearts, I was really hoping for something more. I wasn't expecting these weeds that I'm seeing in front of me. But I don't know, what was I expecting? Was I expecting it to change overnight and to really be something else? So, yeah, and I have to say that as much as I didn't give up, I continue, and one day I could actually see the difference that, you know what, all this is just weed. This one is the real thing. So if I had gave up and I quit and everything, I would have never see, that beautiful tree that came out of it. Every time when I look at that tree, I smile because it actually taught me of life. That's how life is, We don't have patience. We live in a time where we don't want to stand in queues. We want 2-minute noodles. We want microwave things, like, So, yeah, I want to make a practical example regarding that. Let's say, for instance, think about raising children in a school. So you got a teacher that is invested in a classroom full of students. And at first, some look distracted, some look, uninterested. And you ask yourself, when you look at some of them, you ask yourself, will they even make it? And when people look at some of the children, they think that, this one won't amount to much. But because the teacher choose to not discard the children as hopeless, instead give them all the attention they need, really being patient and guiding them. Because of that, at the end, because of all the attention and energy that she gives, at the end, the teacher can actually eat or actually see the fruits of her labor. But I have to say, if the teacher actually gave up on the children, you know what would happen? The teacher would have missed the growth, But let's say, for instance, the teacher said, no, I'm not going to waste my time with these kids. Then remember, in all your effort and in all your doing, you may not have students that all of them shines, but there will be some that actually blossom into something great. There will be some that actually make you proud. There will be some that made you feel like, you know what? I'm proud because I've done my part. So what I'm actually trying to say is growth doesn't always look like growth. Sometimes it looks messy, it looks ordinary, or even worthless, especially at the beginning. And we are often tempted to give up on people, on dreams, on projects, sometimes, most of the time, even on ourselves, because we don't see what we're expecting to see, especially in the early stages. So we actually have to really trust the process. It's just like, the tree that I was talking about and the teachers with the student. We really must trust the process, and keep nurturing what God has entrusted us with, because God entrusted us with those as much as we think that it is ours or what. God is the one that entrusts us with that. And the other thing, like I said, as much as there's seed time, there surely have to be harvest time. So harvest might not come from all the 10 seeds, like in my case. But if we remain faithful, we will see the fruit from at least one. And you know what? As much as it's one and you think that, you wasted your time on the rest of the 9, hello, if I didn't do that, I would not be able to see the one, And that one makes the waiting worthwhile, It makes me proud. It makes me happy. It's a teaching, a life lesson that I can carry on in life, And it reminds me of Galatians 6 verse 9 that says, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Okay, so I just want you to reflect and think about yourself. That YouTube channel that you've created, that you only see a few views every day and you think by yourself, yeah, I've been posting, but I don't see any growth. Growth doesn't come overnight. If it does, then it's not real. Okay, that project that I've mentioned, maybe you're busy with the project and you are in the middle and you see like, I've been working on this project and it seems like it's not working. Give it some time. How many times have you give up just before the breakthrough? How many times have you give up just in front the door? How many times have you really go and you knock on someone's door, like and for real now? You knock on someone's door, and just when you turn around and you tell yourself that, there's no one home, and then the door opens. It might be that business that you started, and then you realize that, you know what, I've been busy, but I don't see anything. How come? Just continue. There's nothing is wasted. Nothing is in vain. That dreams of yours, there's dreams that you've been dreaming that you wanted to do and all that, and you tell yourself, but why? This one said this and this and this, I won't be able to do it because this and this and this. Hello? Who got the vision? Is it you or is it someone else? Is the vision for you or is it for the one that says, no, it's not going to work? Follow that dream. You will end up seeing the end results. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will surely come. Remember what the word says in Habakkuk 2. It says, even though it will tarry, but it will surely come. So, these are just the encouragement that I want to give so that you would know that in the beginning stages of whatever you do, it takes time. Really, it takes time. It reminds me of the movie that we watch about Faith Like Potatoes. With Faith Like Potatoes, you plant the potatoes. You won't see, a seed or a plant or a tree, or there's nothing that you see. You have to have that faith that, you know what, because now it's harvest time, the potato will be there. So in all this, have the faith. Encourage yourself that you know what? Something gotta give. So without wasting any of your time, be blessed. Enjoy. See you in the next video. Bye.